Hi friends, this is Trish and welcome to my channel. So I want to tell you guys today about a dream that I actually had back in February of 2017. And actually I had completely forgotten about this dream because it was so long ago, but I happened to be reviewing some of my old dream journals for fun and I nearly fell out of my chair when I read this dream, and I literally could not believe that I forgot that I had this dream because for all intents and purposes, it looks like it has 100% come true. And you'll kind of see what I mean whenever you hear the dream. Now let me pause really quick and ask, if you've never subscribed before, I would love it if you would subscribe. This is actually a secondary channel I have. My main channel is called Happy Holy Healthy Life, but I wanted to start this channel separately, kind of focusing on like prophecy, politics, all of that good stuff, because my other channel is more of like a lifestyle channel, although I do talk about prophecy there too. So anyway, back to the dream that I had. So essentially what I did in a Google Doc is I wrote bullet points from my memory, whenever I woke up back in 2017. So I'm going to kind of be looking back and forth between the phone and the screen so I can make sure I get it right. And well, let me just read it to you. Oh, and then I want to give, hold on, one disclaimer. Like, I don't know for a fact that this was a dream that was from God. As I talk about in one of my other dream videos, it can be really tough to tell sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to know what the source is, but like I said, when you kind of hear some of it, it's like, holy guacamole, I think that this actually happened. Okay, so enough of that. Let me tell you what actually happened in the dream. So I dreamed that I was basically in the White House and I was praying over the White House. And I heard a senator say the cards looked really bad for Trump in the next election. And remember, this was back in 2017 before this last election. And so there were these cards laid out on the table. And I don't know if you're familiar with the card game. It's called Illuminati, but it's basically this card game. That's what they looked like on the table. And there was a certain card that it had some kind of creature that sort of looked like a clown representing the government, but I wrote down it was more like a monster. I heard the senator describing that this thing was not human and it was a corpse and it was red, white, and blue. And I wrote down that I think it said something like United We Stand or We the People or something like that. So I was praying in the White House and surprised that I could so easily just get in the White House and sit in one of the most powerful, seats in the government with no security at all. But I looked around and people's stuff was sitting there. So I felt like in the dream, okay, it's fine for me to be here. And in the next room, they were doing a congressional hearing of some sort. So I ended up going outside and there was a bunch of young people and they were kind of doing some kind of performance and some kind of celebration for the next new president. And of course, at this time, I didn't know who that would be. And so I came in the dream to look at the crowd. And so there were all of these rocks everywhere and they were kind of a reddish color and it kind of looked like some kind of Mayan ruin. So I came to stand out on the rocks to look at what these performers were doing, but somebody kind of warned me to be careful of them. And just as he said that, all of a sudden the rocks started to crumble beneath my feet and fall. And in the dream, I was kind of trying to play it off like no big deal, but I kind of jumped away quickly so that the rocks would not crush my legs. And then this is where the dream kind of comes to an end, and it's kind of strange. Basically, I kept walking, and in the dream, I saw some boys who had spray painted themselves orange, and then the dream kind of morphs into something that was happening in my current life, which was being a teacher at that time. So I just thought that that was kind of crazy. I mean, because for all intents and purposes, I won't get into any of like the drama or anything of what has happened, but I'll let you kind of think about it for yourself and interpret it for yourself. If anybody has any like insights or ideas about what some of the symbols in the dream might mean, I'm like totally open to you sharing them with me. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that because I couldn't believe that I had that dream and totally forgot about it. So anyway, for what it's worth, just wanted to share with whoever's interested. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.